But no matter what happens, if this indictment arrives, no matter who you voted for or plan on voting for, make no mistake, this is a turning point for the country. Now, the headline here is not that they're being unfair to Donald Trump again, though of course they are, or even that Trump is the former president of the United States. Who cares? I mean, though as long as we are indicting retired presidents, where are the charges against George W. Bush for invading Iraq under false pretenses and giving permanent normalized trade relations to China, which completely wrecked our economy? Where are those charges? Don't hold your breath. In Washington, wrecking your own country is not considered a crime. And of course, George W. Bush knows that well, which is why he doesn't seem worried at all. Criticizing the ruling class, that's what they indict you for. But either way, Donald Trump's former job as president of the United States is not really the point here. Yes, of course you can indict former presidents if they've done something wrong. That's not what this is about. The headline here is that there is, as noted, a presidential race in progress right now. And if you check the polls, you will find that Trump is leading the Republican field. That's the unprecedented thing. Taking out your opponent using the justice system. If the Democratic Party is allowed to do this, allowed to crush the presidential frontrunner, the main threat to their power, with a bogus criminal case, where does that leave us? We're done. Because that precedent will live forever. And voters will never again determine the outcome of a presidential election. It's remarkable when you think about it. So after all the yelling from permanent Washington about January 6th and how it was a threat to our democratic norms and the peaceful transfer of power, they've decided to completely short-circuit our democratic norms, not to mention the peaceful transfer of power, using the courts and prosecutors.
Sir, Tucker Carlson has called for your arrest. How do you wish to proceed?
What's up, guys? It's your boy, Benny. George W. Bush does probably belong in some type of prison because he, well, lied us into war. I know that some people still support the Bush family. That's fine, but a moral, honest man can look back at the histories of the Bush administration and can say, I was wrong. And so I can say that. I was wrong. I supported George W. Bush when I was a bright-eyed, doughy teenager who just cared about the Republican Party and fighting for America, and that's fine. I care about those things, but what's really wrong is to lie us into war where thousands of American troops will get killed. And 10,000 Americans died in the global war on terror, and then hundreds of thousands of innocent people in the Mideast. And so that's not good. I don't want to be a part of that, especially if it is predicated on a lie. And of course, here you have a recent story about the CIA saying, yeah, this was a total lie, actually. He's a liar. CIA agents, 2 of them, spoke to Insider before the 20th anniversary of the invasion of Iraq. They gave firsthand account of how George W. Bush administration attempted to misrepresent the intelligence to assert a connection between Saddam Hussein and al-Qaeda. In fact, the evidence assembled by the CIA suggested there was no such connection. One of these false connections was a supposed meeting that had occurred between Mohammed Atta and chief 9/11 hijacker Iraq intelligence agents in Prague in December 2001, then Vice President Dick Cheney went on Meet the Press and falsely claimed that the meeting was pretty well confirmed. In 2003, CIA cables state that no one official within the United States government had any evidence that that meeting ever happened. Nonetheless, it became a key part of the administration's public case for launching the Iraq invasion. It would have cost an estimated 300,000 lives. The official combined years of service at the CIA total up more than 4 decades. Their identities are known to Insider, and they say that George Bush lied. They said that the Iraq war was entirely predicated on a lie. My God, these people are going to invade. It doesn't matter what we write. The CIA essentially stating here in this very, very long piece that not only did they lie about that, of course, they lied about weapons of mass destruction. Eventually, you have to hold somebody responsible for what they did. So who's going to be held responsible? Tucker Carlson there in that clip saying, if we're going to put presidents in jail for lying to the American people, well, maybe we should start with George Bush. The other thing that Tucker commented there is that, George Bush, along with his father, effectively allowed the communist state of China not only to exist, even after Tiananmen Square and so on, where you could have absolutely overthrown peacefully the Communist Party of China. George Bush and his daddy decided not to do that. They decided to actually get themselves and the nation of China filthy rich, allowing them into the world trade organization, allowing normalized relations with China, even though they were a communist hellhole. And now they are, who knows, planning to overthrow the entire world with the money that we gave them, while you rotted out and gutted the American middle class and middle America and the wealth of our small towns and little places like East Palestine, who were completely and utterly destroyed by globalism, the globalism that the Bushes so avidly fought for, along with fighting for global wars that are essentially my generation's Vietnam. So yeah, I'm ashamed that I supported George W. Bush. I was 20 odd years ago, I was a far less smart man. 2003. Now it's the year 2023. 20 years ago, I was again a bright-eyed, bushy-tailed little teenager who thought that George W. Bush, well, he rocked. Well, now, ladies and gentlemen, people are saying maybe he belongs in jail. Those are the people on our side saying that. That's what Tucker Carlson's saying. The people on the left, who Chris Rock, comedian Chris Rock, is firmly, he's a Democrat donor. He's a member of the left. He himself is saying, what the hell are you doing with Donald Trump here? Like, if you're going to put Trump in prison, you're going to make him more popular. Chris Rock saying this to Nancy Pelosi and her ilk at the Kennedy Center recently. Chris Rock tore into Donald Trump at a ceremony honoring Adam Sandler. Comedian joked that Joe Biden has come back from the dead to be president. Chris Rock said that Trump was romantic for paying off porn star Stormy Daniels. Rock speaking at the Mark Twain Prize at the Kennedy Center. Are you guys really going to arrest Trump? He said to a crowd which included Nancy Pelosi and Biden officials. Do you know that it's only going to make him more popular? It's like arresting Tupac. He's just going to sell more records. Are you stupid? He said to the crowd. He noted that it was romantic to pay off Stormy Daniels. We've all been cheated on. Don't you wish those people that you cheated on had paid somebody off so you wouldn't find out? Okay. Well, there you go. Rock gave a shout out to Paul Pelosi, who was sitting in the audience next to Nancy Pelosi, talking about him getting slapped in the face, saying Paul Pelosi only got it. He knows how it felt, talking about, well, Paul Pelosi getting hit by a hammer. It's actually really, really funny. Chris Rock having quite a moment here, ladies and gentlemen. And he's right, of course. Rich Barris here showing the polling that Donald Trump is absolutely clobbering the rest of the Republican field. This is Ron DeSantis here, Nikki Haley here. Everyone else is like piddling in the single digits. Ron DeSantis is at 17 and Donald Trump is at 60. Whoa. Ron DeSantis get like absolutely just destroying, routing. This is the first poll after they announced that they may come after Donald Trump, try to put him in jail. Elon Musk predicts that Trump will win in a landslide victory if he's arrested in New York. Elon Musk saying if it happens, Trump will win in a landslide victory, along with Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson, who's straight up saying, no, they shouldn't arrest Trump. So you're bringing together all sides here, including the political left, and Tucker Carlson saying, yeah, maybe we should also look at George Bush if we're going to be putting presidents in jail for crimes. Tucker Carlson, of course, the darkest part of what Tucker Carlson is saying there is you will never have a free election ever again. This is the height of election rigging and meddling, taking the preferred candidate based on polling of the Republican Party and then putting him in prison for fake charges. Yeah, that's not good. That's very, very bad. And you don't recover from that. Even the super low IQ, TDS, deranged individuals on CNN are saying that.
Name were John Smith, Mellon Bragg would not be bringing this case. And so I think that's a real political problem.
Yeah, it is absolutely a real political problem. Donald Trump's lawyer saying there's absolutely no way they're going to lose this case if it actually goes to trial.
Your sense is that it will, Joe?
You know, I still hold out hope. I really do, Jeannie. I hold out hope that some sort of sanity is going to prevail inside of that office. I understand there's a lot of disgruntled employees in the Manhattan DA's office right now. I'm holding out hope that justice will prevail. And if that happens, then there will be no charge because it's a case that will die on the vine. This will be a lasting stain on the legacy of that DA's office. So they won't win this case. I promise you that. And you could play this tape back in a year from now. They will not win this case. We will win it on the law. We'll win it on the facts. Wherever we go, we will win this case.
Yeah, it really is amazing that people like Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton and George W. Bush walk free while they're going after Donald Trump. It shows you that the real crime here is questioning the establishment and going after the established order in America. That is the true crime, and that's what they'll put you in jail for. Not actual literal war crimes or crimes against our economy and our people. That's You get rewarded for stuff like that. What are you talking about? That's not the way you should run a country. We certainly don't think so. So we're fighting to change it. We do that every single day here. It's your boy Benny, fighting to save America alongside you. See ya. Thank you for watching. Our channel is here to meme the libs until they cry and then to meme them crying. Their tears, they taste just like sweet, delicious ice cream. Salty, too. We ridicule the establishment and the libs because of you. Your support keeps us going. So if you like what you saw, please punch the subscribe button, click like, and ring the little bell so that you know when we're live. Don't you want to know when we're live? And make sure that you subscribe to our email list just in case the plug gets pulled, as tends to happen. If you want to see more of our videos, click here or here. My name is Benny Johnson. Stay free, Base Patriots.